Okay, so my process of removing the gearbox, aka transmission, I didn't get to do much filming the other day when I started this disassembling all the components in the way of the gearbox. But so far I removed the drive shafts, covered the brake disc with bin bags because hey ho, rain. Managed to get the battery out and the air filter housing, so I've got some access around here now to a few bolts. I need to remove the starter motor, which is right there. I need to remove this frame bit because that's where the gearbox will come out through, and the most important bit I'll show you in a second. Okay, and the hardest job so far was to remove that bolt there, right there. I think using a spanner I needed roughly half an hour, I think, to undo that bolt, which is right at the top of the transfer box there. So still got a few more to undo, and then the bottom ones here, and then remove the gearbox mount, and then we can gently lower the engine and hopefully get the gearbox out by removing the other bolts at the top. So yeah, let's get cracking. Just remind myself of these big plastic bits underneath here. There's three of them. There's three of the big bad boys, and then it's only and it's only one of these. And that should free up this plastic cover. Yeah, it's not a big one of these. A big one there. So these two. Okay, I think I'll do. And then just remove this right there. Okay, so with that arm out of the way, we'll move our attention to the transfer box. I will be trying to leave the transfer box where it is and not remove it if I would be able to. Managed to loosen the starter motor there. That's loose, sitting there, not going anywhere. It's got 3 bolts there that I had to remove, and now this one is a bit oh, it's touching there, that's why. Okay, so I removed the next step is, I think, is to remove the hydraulic fluid that comes to the clutch. So there's a clip there. and yeah, there'll be some fluid leaking, but that's not a problem, as we will top it up. The other thing I've done is, so this transfer box has proved a right pain in the neck. So I've loosened all these bolts. It's not coming loose from the gearbox yet, but I have undone a bolt, one of the gearbox mounts, and then it's all loose. So I didn't want to remove the transfer box altogether, because undoing those bolts underneath the car was, I don't want to say impossible because I've done it, but whew, I wouldn't want to do it again. So I didn't want to remove it all together, as I don't know whether I'd be able to put it all back. So I thought I would loosen them, and then when I am due to lower the engine, I hope, I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope that the transfer box will gently lower down too, without causing any issues. I'm keeping the bolts here that support the transfer box, as I don't want it causing more damage than it is. But yeah, it's getting a bit nerve-wracking at this stage. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find a piece of wood that sort of fits here to use the trolley jack to lower the engine. One of the earth cables has to be removed too from the gearbox. I left the bolt in there so I won't lose it. There was a couple couple plugs, electronic plugs, that were connected to the thingamajig. This is the starter motor, actually. You can see it from underneath. So yeah, that's nice and loose, but I don't think it would go anywhere, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to proceed. I've loosened all these bolts at the bottom, so what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to remove them, particularly these three, so I can fit the wood and the trolley jack, and then yeah, we'll see how we'll see what happens next. I've got the room ready to evacuate this troublemaker, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is when I realized my mission was impossible, as there's this bolt right there, with thread on the other side, that unscrews towards the exhaust or the DPF heat shield. It's impossible to get to. I couldn't do it. And there was one more transmission bolt right at the top there, which I did manage to unscrew, to undo, but that was about it really. I couldn't do it anymore. The transmission wouldn't come out easily, and I've realized there was no way I could actually reach that last bolt I was holding onto the gearbox, given its location. So I did the wise thing and called a recovery truck, and that was it. Yes, I had to quit. A bit disappointing, but the mechanic I took the car to did think I was overly enthusiastic for attempting this job on my drive on axle stands. So now I've taken the gearbox. I'll change the clutch as well. Given the gearbox is off, might as well shoot two birds with one stone. And yeah, I had to admit defeat on this one. So until next time, take care. Gearbox on the pallet, car on the recovery truck, off we go.